The same sense of deep melancholy pervades The Tempest, Shakespeare's last comedy and his last play. We often read it as farewell to the stage, as Shakespeare was readying himself to leave London and return to Stratford forever. Prospero is an old wizard and a father who was once Duke of Milan, but forced into exile by his brother. He has lived with his daughter Miranda on a desert island for years. His only other companions, Ariel, a spirit, and his slave, Caliban. But now it is time to move on. Prospero raises a storm, and the people who usurped his power are made to shipwreck on his island. And so, in yet another tale of magic and love, he desperately tries to find the sense of an ending for his story. So just like the Comedy of Errors, we're dealing with a tale which seems to respect Aristotle's expectations. A play should be staged in one place and happen in real time. The so-called unities of time, place and action are all adhered to. The whole play takes place on a Mediterranean island over a very short time, a time full of mystery and dangerous magic. I love this play. It just echoes all the others. There is more than a hint of King Lear in Prospero. Puck and Ariel are closely related, and Miranda is a sort of new Hermia, one of the young lovers in A Midsummer Night's Dream. And again, this is no laughing matter. The confusion is real, and any sense of final harmony manufactured and contrived. In Shakespeare's comedies, no ending is unambiguously happy. Prospero's ending is despair. Now my charms are all o'erthrown, and what strength I have's mine own, which is most feigned. Now 'tis true, I must be here confined by you or sent to Naples. Let me not, since I have my dukedom got and pardoned the deceiver, dwell in this bare island by your spell, but release me from my bands with the help of your good hands. Gentle breath of yours my sails must fill, or else my project fails, which was to please. Now I want spirits to enforce, art to enchant, and my ending is despair, unless I be relieved by prayer, which pierces so that it assaults mercy itself and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardon be, let your indulgence set me free. Now, of course, the speech sounds very much like Puck's speech at the end of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Again, a spirit or some kind of magical creature asks for the audience's pardon and acceptance for what has just happened on stage. Prospero talks about his charms, but those charms are over now, and it's very tempting to think that this was Shakespeare referring to his own writing ability. Prospero is confined in the theatre, in the globe, in life, I suppose, like the rest of us. He's dwelling on a bare island, which is a little too tight for him. Man is an island, after all. His project? Simply to please. In a nutshell, what drama is all about. But that ending? Well, Prospero tells us, my ending is despair. Hardly a happy ending for him then, after all. He asks for the audience's pardon. He asks to be set free, giving us, the audience, the power that no magician could possibly sway. Now, what are the feelings at the end of the speech? Relief? That's possible. Release? Yes. A sense of harmony? Possibly, but at a price. Or possibly just a desperate appeal. It's a confusing ending to a confusing play. Shakespeare's comedies contain multitudes. They resist definition, much like our lives. They are tragicomic tales, untidy and full of loose ends, reminding us that love's stuff will not endure, but rather a complex, a confusing, a pretty contradictory affair. These are very unusual fairy tales, and suitable for grown-ups only. Living is being cast in a play without having made the choice to audition for it or knowing its ending. A tough lesson which Hamlet will remind us of. Happiness is one of many possibilities, but an unlikely one. And you know what? Ever after makes no sense. We cry as much as we laugh at Shakespeare's comedies. The laughter is uneasy, just like when we laugh at Beckett's Godot or Pinter's dismal tales of broken humanity. We go out of our way to find a satisfactory meaning in them, but like the tragedies, they provide a simple, chilling, even nihilistic lesson. They ask questions that we can't possibly satisfactorily answer. Love, like life, is the stuff will not endure. And as Prospero reminds us in a farewell to his audience, which is very tempting to see as Shakespeare's own, all the sound and the fury signifies nothing. Prospero's leave-taking could be Hamlet. Life is little more than a fancy theatrical performance, a rather pointless illusion. Once the curtain goes down, it makes no sense. We are surrounded by silence. Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits and melted into air, into thin air. And like the base-layer fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherit, shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant, faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on. Now, little life is rounded with a sleep.